1944, before World War II started, South African Airways was formed. Fast forward to 1945 and Ethiopian Airlines was founded. The difference between the two? Well, on the 18th of June, at the Skytrax World Airline Awards held in Paris, Ethiopian Airlines was crowned the best airline in Africa. You might be wondering, what was the criteria used? In this case, the rankings were based on hospitality and cabin services. And for the third consecutive time, Ethiopian Airlines emerged as the winner, just slightly ahead of South African Airways and Air Mauritius. Regardless of the judgment criteria, it is known that Ethiopian Airlines, to date, serves 125 passenger destinations, and the Economist Journal mentions that this is the largest airline in Africa by passengers ferried, income, and fleet size. In March of 2019, an Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 737 plane crashed and unfortunately killed all 157 on board. It is still unclear on how this will affect the airline's record and finances, since it has owned a number of 737s which are currently grounded. So, what factors contribute to Ethiopia having the largest airline? First of all, we have to look at pricing. Ticket prices in Ethiopian Airlines are considerably lower than their competitor, South African Airways. In 2018, Ethiopian Airlines made about £9 profit per customer, while South African Airways lost about £50 per customer. Then there's something called the Star Alliance. Both Ethiopian Airlines and South African Airways are part of this airline network, which gives access to more routes and more partner airlines. Earlier, I mentioned something about 125 destinations. Well, some of these destinations include long-haul flights, such as Addis Ababa to Heathrow in London, Addis Ababa to Washington, Chicago, Rio de Janeiro, Frankfurt, and more. It is on these long-haul flights that airlines deploy their most elite planes, and Ethiopian Airlines is no exception. Currently, Ethiopian Airlines operates about 111 airplanes, and of these, about 12 are Airbus A350s, which is one of the most technologically advanced airplanes. The airline also operates 23 of Boeing's newest airplane, the 787 Dreamliner. All in all, Ethiopian Airlines makes about $3 billion in revenue per annum, with over $200 million in profits. Each year, more than 10 million passengers use this airline, making it Africa's very best.